No, I do apologise, the sound might be absolutely dreadful whilst I film some of this. But yeah. It's a great little spot this. It's windy and it's going to rain soon, I just know. Well, the forecast says it, so that's why I know. But let's get my tent up. But this could be fun. It's windy as shit. So I could lose my tent. I don't fucking get it up. Let's get it going. Yes. Apologies about the shit lighting. I've had to come to the roadside to get some shelter with the bushes because the wind on the coast is ridiculous. Oh my word! Am I even going to eat tonight? One would hope. Brand new gas bottle. You just push this on. Easy clip. Right. Damn. Right, where's my other one? Ah, there's nothing in this one. Ah, please just cook me some food. This could be a disaster. Yes, come on. Oh! No littering though. Same time. Why not? Doubling it up. Doubling up the cheese. Got plenty of it. I'm starving. Right, I'm calling it. What am I doing? On the side of the road, sheltered by a bush, eating a fucking burger, whilst my tent's probably blown off into the sea. Coastal camping. When I've seen YouTube videos of people coastal camping, they're sat there with a beer, the stars come out, bloody sunset's glorious, the sea calm. Not here. Look, I might be gone tomorrow. I might have blown off. Can't even peg my tent down properly because it's rock hard underneath. John. Oh well. The burgers are nice though. And on the plus side, I've got some beers, I've got a smidge of wine, I've got a book. I've got a book I've not started reading yet. I'm going to start reading that. Brian Cox. Yeah. Because once again, no signal to get on my podcast or anything like that. I say a very civilised evening of wine and reading. We're in a tent on the edge of a cliff. Anyway, I've had my moan. Oh yeah. I'll enjoy this, then get back in my tent. See you in a bit. What was that? It's crap outside, man. It's crap outside and it's a crap tent. It is a crap tent. It touches me. For me to fit in this, it has to touch me. Which is a bit shit. But at least hopefully now I won't get wet. Fingers crossed that the pegs hold. Because if the pegs don't hold, this thing's collapsing and then that's it. Wet. And then I'm having to get up in the pissing rain and wind to scramble my gear back to the car and at least attempt to dismantle the tent and stick it in the car. And then what? That's worst case scenario though. On a plus note, I managed to get it up and eat before it started raining. I just wish I stayed in the bothy for one more night. But then I'd have been kicking myself there, saying why have I not moved on to do another camp somewhere. So I'm making the most of a bad situation. Does that make sense? Making the most. I mean, at the minute it's holding this tent. And if it doesn't get any worse than this, I think I'm going to be okay. But if it gets worse, now I'm near the fucking sea. And as far when you always hear you know what the sea's like, right? You know what the weather's like at the sea. Any of that comes on land where I am. Right, never mind. I can't find my book. So, no signal, no book. I've got some music saved on Spotify, so I might just have a little sing-song. I think I'm made for bothies. Nah. It's alright it's alright. It's an experience, it's all part and parcel, that's why I did it. But next time I do a coastal camp, I'm going to make sure the weather's at least half decent. Anyway, I've been rambling, so I'm going to cut you off and I'm going to think positively and enjoy myself. Goodbye for now. Right, this is my last clip. I've just been out in it again just to have a piss before bed. And I've stuck a lot of stones over the pegs because they're not stone pegs or deep pegs, they're just standard tent pegs. Do you know what? I've given this tent a bit of grief, and for how much it costs, it isn't bad. It's faring pretty well currently. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's weak in some parts. It could do with a few more guy lines. But I reckon I'll be alright tonight. It's rained a bit, nothing's leaked. It's still quite windy out, and I'm pretty toasty in here, I'll be honest with you. Because it's overcast, I don't think it's going to be as cold as it has been. So yeah, I'm going to get my head down now, and I'll give you an update in the morning. Right then, good night. Good morning. It's about 7:30. Last night there was some heavy rain and some strong winds throughout. I woke up a couple of times with the tent shaking, but it has held. and it has held very well actually, and it hasn't let any water in. I'm very impressed. I'd like to apologise, tent, for slating you yesterday and calling you shit. You've done alright for 30 quid. So yeah, I'm happy with that, which makes me a little bit more comfortable with my camp later on this evening as well. I'm not going to be staying here again, but I'm looking, well, first things first, let me find out what the weather forecast is for tonight. If the weather forecast is similar, I'm going to try and find an area, whether it's Galloway Forest or towards the Lake District, where perhaps it might not rain, so I can have a campfire again for the last night. If it's going to rain everywhere, and I can't avoid it, I might potentially look at finding another bothy. I don't know yet. If it's not going to rain, and it might be nice weather, I'll find another coastal area and see if I can get some nice coastal shots, rather than muggy, grey, dark waves crashing against rocks. So that's the plan. Packed up. I've just walked my rucksack and other bags and stuff to the car, so that's all packed in there. It's not far at all, the walk, which is a bit of a godsend really. But yeah, just to sum up really, I actually strangely enjoyed it. Despite the fact I did a lot of moaning, it was an experience, and I found it was quite funny in the end that I put myself in the situation where I was camping in a storm almost, but it wasn't quite a storm, but it was definitely bad weather. The tent did alright, it did alright. When I tried to shake down afterwards the water off it, obviously the condensation inside went through the netting, so that, an error on my part, but still, I don't know, there's something about it, and the zipper as well, the entrance, the material, the stitching started to come away now. I don't know if that's the pulling of the wind last night, or just because it's probably not very well made, because it is a cheap product really. The Yellowstone products are always pretty bog standard. So I'd only ever get a tent like this if you ain't got much money, or you just want a bit of a plan B, something just, you're not bothered if it gets ruined a little bit, because I'm going to start looking for alternatives. Any suggestions, by the way, leave a comment for us, because that would be much appreciated. Right, I've packed up and I'm going to drive somewhere now to try and get a bit of signal and check the weather and plan my next camp in a bit. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on here? There's this fucking jet ski. I don't know if you can see me here. There's this fucking jet ski that keeps fucking driving around with two people in it. Fucking hell, man. Talk about trying to shit me up or what? With this fucking torch in my face. I don't know what their fucking plan is, mate. If they pull up on that other beach and walk over, I ain't going to shit my kegs. What are they doing? What are they doing? What is going on? This is ridiculous, man. This is the last fucking thing I need.